This is a tutorial about how to submit a leave time and substitute teacher request and build a preferred substitute teacher list. So we'll start by going to the new website, and it is frontlineeducation.com. Frontline bought out My Learning Plan and ASOP, so both of our professional development and our requests for leave time and substitute teachers will take place through this one website. Once you get here, on the left-hand side, you'll click on the Sign In button. Once you're here, you'll scroll down a bit, and the only two buttons you need to pay attention to are the Absence Management and the PD and Evaluation buttons. Once you've signed into one, it will allow you into either facet of your Frontline account. So we're going to go ahead and sign into the Absence Management. Once you get here, you'll sign in using your login information, which is generally your school email, and I would assume your password. That would be for Office 360 or for Infinite Campus, unless you've changed it. Now I've logged in to Frontline. And you'll notice up here, we're in the Absence Management section of our website. But if I click on this, I can choose Absence Management or Professional Growth. The Professional Growth is our old My Learning Plan website, so all of your My Learning Plan information is there. We're going to go back to the Absence Management Plan because that's our objective for this particular video. But just know that you can get to both through this website. Now that I'm at my absence management system, or portion of the website, I'm going to go ahead and set up an absence that I know about. For instance, I know that on the 12th of January, I will be absent. So you notice I could go here and then click Create an Absence. Now down here, just a little lower where it says Create an Absence, it's got the 12th marked. I will need a substitute, so that's marked yes because I can see it. The next thing I do is I select the reason for my absence. So my reason is for an activity. I will be gone all day, but I don't have a first or second hour. So I tell them to come about 15 minutes early, according to Tina. So I'm going to ask them to come at 9:20 and then they'll leave about 3:10. My note to the administrator is that this is for forensics. So I'll just put forensics tournament. It's actually a debate tournament. And then if I wanted to, I could leave notes for the sub here. I'm going to put directions will be on the board. And then if I had an attachment, I could put it here. Now from this point, I can create an absence. And this is the button that I would generally push. That way, any substitute in the district can look at this particular absence and they can fill in. However, if you have personally talked to a sub and know that they can come and substitute for you, then you can assign a sub off of our list of substitutes. I am just going to create an absence. And now I'll confirm it by clicking OK. And now you can see I have two absences. The one on January 5th, the nice thing about this is I did not set up this particular substitute, but Randy Daly has opted to do my substitute teaching, so I can see that she'll be here. I could send her a message or add an attachment and she could see that. You'll notice here the one that I just created is unfilled at this point, so I could still assign a sub, but also substitutes can look at this and request to be my substitute. So from here, now that we know how to create an absence, we're going to go right here to this little gear button where it says account. And once you click on it, you get some options. Personal information, change your phone PIN, shared attachments. What we're going to look about is the preferred substitutes button. So we'll click on that. And now that I have a place where I can create a list, I'm going to add substitutes. I'll just add a couple here. So I added Joyce Allen, and then let's say I want to look for Bob Kelly. I could look for him. There he is, Robert Kelly. And also notice you can rate your subs on here, which is kind of interesting. What this will do is once I add them to my preferred substitutes list, as soon as I create an absence, they are notified so that they can come and have first choice at my absences to be my substitute. You can add more substitutes at a later date. Again, by last name, you can sort by alphabetically. So for instance, I have another person, Mac Promeny, and I want to add him to my list as well because I definitely want him to sub for me. So I can just add that, and that way later they will have the ability to see my absences and have first choice for being my substitute. If you have any other questions, we may not know the answer, but feel free to ask. And make sure if you have any quick questions, especially about subs as well, ask Tina, and we'll all work to get you answers if we don't have them right away.